Hello everyone, today I'm going to be explaining cube notation. So what cube notation is it's just a much easier way to explain how to move the cube versus doing something such as saying move the right side up. You can just say R. So just makes everything a lot easier. It can look confusing, but once you know it, it's pretty simple. So I'm going to be explaining that. So first thing you need to know is that there's 6 sides to a cube, and they all have different names. So there's the right side, left side, the up side, the down side, the front side, and the back side. And these are all called just letters usually. So instead of the word, it's just going to be letters. So R, L, U, D, F, and B. So you'll get that after a while. It's pretty simple. Now, how you figure out which way to turn the side is you look at it directly. So this is the F side, so I look at it and then I turn it clockwise if it's just the letter, or counterclockwise if it's the letter followed by prime, aka like an apostrophe or something like that. So for example, F prime, so F is clockwise, F prime is counterclockwise. So then R prime. So it can get a little bit confusing because, for example, R goes this way but L goes this way. But you can actually remember it as they go opposite directions. But it can be a little bit confusing because it's both going clockwise if you look at it, but if you look at it from the front, they're going different directions. So you just have to get used to it. It's not that hard. So you can also have the letter followed by a 2, specifying that you turn it twice, 90 degrees, aka 180 degrees. And sometimes in algorithms it will be followed by a prime, so turn it counterclockwise. And they'll only do that if it's more efficient to do it maybe with the other hand or in another direction. But you'll never see that in scrambles because it's just more complicated. Now, there are also lowercase letters, and we call them small letters instead of lowercase because it's just easier to say small. So for example, small f is the same as F and F prime, but you're going to grip 2 layers instead of 1. So small f prime. Same goes for the rest of it. Small r prime. So that's that. Now we'll get into cube rotations. So this can be a little bit tricky. It's called X, Y, and Z are the things, and then there's the primes also. So I like to imagine that there's a graph or a 3D, I guess 3-dimensional or 3 axes. So I guess a 3-dimensional graph you could say. But if you imagine like a 2D graph in math class, so you have your X and your Y, and then third axis would be Z, just coming straight out. So it goes with the same name, so X is going to go with the R face, and then Y is going to go with the U face, and then Z is going to go with the F face. So in that case, so X is going to go with the R, so X prime, and you can also have 2's of course. Then Y is going to be Y prime, because it goes with the U. And then Z is going to go with F prime, so Z and Z prime. So that's how you do cube rotations. Now I'm going to only go through one middle slice because that's the only one you're probably ever going to see. There are 3, but I've never seen them, so no use going through them. So it's M, and once again it goes with that X axis or the R side if you like it that way. So R goes like this, so then M goes like this, and then M prime goes like that. And again, you can have M2s, M2 primes, whatever, and you won't see these in scrambles though, but you will see them a fair amount in algorithms. So that's all there is about 3x3s. We'll move up to a larger cube. My camera will focus. Oh well. There it is. Okay, so now they'll use W's instead of like a small letter. So instead of like small f, it'll be FW, and on the F will be uppercase, so then FW prime. So RW, RW prime. And once again, you can have 2's and all that good stuff. And that's really the only difference. And then the outer layers are just same as they were in 3x3, so R, R prime, F, F prime, etc. Same goes for 5x5, but once you get up to 6x6 and up, on all the scrambles and stuff I've seen, they kind of just get rid of the W's and they just use numbers. So most of the time they'll be before the letter so that you don't get that confused with 180-degree turns. So for example, 3R, 3R prime, so then it could be 3R2 for a 180-degree move, or 3R2 prime, 2R, 2R prime, and then R, R prime. So that's pretty much all there is to know about cube notation, and I would like to thank you for watching.